y'all, Shelly here with another tip for hospice nurses. So I get a bunch of questions about how to document normal findings in your nurse's note. And so there's a lot of examples I can give, and so way too much for one video. So what I think I'm going to do is every Thursday I will talk about a different assessment, a different system assessment, and how to document normal findings in that still supports eligibility, but you're documenting accurately. So let's do respiratory today. So if I'm doing, let's say I have a patient that is not on oxygen or anything respiratory, really didn't have any respiratory issues, what I'm probably going to document, or what I would normally document, would be something like bilateral breath sounds are clear, SaO2 98% on room air. So all of this is accurate, but doesn't really support eligibility. That has a chance of bringing up a red flag if we get a RAC audit or anything. So the changes I would make to that is, first of all, I would not restate the SaO2 of 98%. You've already put that in the vital signs. You do not need to say that again. It really doesn't serve any purpose at all. Secondly, when I'm talking about the breath sounds, and they're clear, but what do they really sound like? I will tell you that 99% of my patients have diminished lung sounds. And I think that because we spend all of our day assessing patients who are terminally ill and very, very sick, that we have become accustomed to these quieter lung sounds and these diminished lung sounds. So I recommend to hospice nurses to periodically assess a healthy person and listen to their lungs. And I know when I do this, I'm really surprised that, okay, wow, yeah, those are good, prominent, loud lung sounds. That is not what I'm hearing in my patient. So that when I go back and listen to my patient, I'm like, okay, yeah, they really do have a weak inspiratory effort, and we do have some diminished sounds, especially to the bases. I mean, most of my patients, this is going to be the case. And then when we're talking about the oxygen, because I think every patient has oxygen in the home because they are so debilitated, because they are terminally ill, and we feel there's a really good chance they're going to need that oxygen. So I'm going to highlight that fact rather than talking about them being on room air. So to make that same note that I just said earlier, this is how I would say it that would support eligibility, but is still totally accurate, is that due to progression of weakness or debility, patient has a weak inspiratory effort and bilateral breath sounds are diminished to bases. Oxygen is available and utilized at 2 liters per nasal cannula as needed for periods of dyspnea. And that would be my note. That is how I'm saying that this person has clear lung sounds on room air. And I'm saying exactly that. I'm just saying it in a way that supports eligibility. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or any tips, let me know. I'd love to share them here. And remember, together we can change our world.